If you're looking for a cozy game with a chill story and only good vibes, hey there, my name is Kieran and welcome to the series where I show off some cool games that I think more people should play. Dépanneur Nocturne is a vignette of curiosity and love created by G.P. Lackey, also known as Mouse Fountain, in association with the French-Canadian indie studio Co-op. It is a narrative exploration game that, I think, takes a pleasant detour from the genre's typical focus on. Instead, it wraps you in a pleasant mundane experience with basically no stakes, driven entirely by the player's own curiosity. None of those pesky, surprisingly emotional endings or super heavy topics, just pure rainy day coziness. You begin by wandering through rainy alleyways to find one little shop still open for the night. You're on a mission to bring home a special gift for your partner. As you look around the store, interacting with all sorts of knickknacks and gadgets, the friendly cashier will begin to drop some surprisingly in-depth world-building tidbits. Wait, world-building? I thought this game was supposed to be mundane and not super deep. Well, you see, this game takes place in a mystical interpretation of Montreal, Canada, which explains why the lady behind the counter can speak to you in either English or Quebecois depending on how you greet her. That part isn't too weird, I guess, but you've probably noticed that the character models aren't quite human, and there seems to be some otherworldly objects lying around quite casually. Inspecting the posters on the walls and picking up objects around the store will give you more insight about the world the store exists in. Bring found objects to the cashier and she'll offer you the chance to learn even more. So, while the setting of the world might be pretty fantastical, the actual gameplay and the main story of this game is still quite mundane. For such a slice-of-life game, flavor text this in-depth motivated me to spend way more time exploring than I otherwise would have. I just think it adds so much charm and curiosity to the world, really elevating the experience of an otherwise not-so-exciting task. Other great features of this game, as you probably already gathered, are the art style and sound design. Everything about the softly glowing color palette to the star-like dust hanging in the air makes the Dépanneur feel calm and lived in, while the sound effects are unobtrusive to the mood and intertwine wonderfully with the soft pitter-patter of rain. You can even change the bass soundtrack by interacting with the radio in the corner of the room. Actually, there's a lot of small things you can interact with in this game. Try pouring yourself some complimentary coffee, pulling capsule toys, struggling with the ATM, and yes, even petting the cat. There's so many small details that make this otherwise tiny exploration area feel just so real and intriguing, and it really just ties the whole experience together. The more you bring the cashier, the more she seems to take a liking to your taste. Eventually, she invites you to look at some truly special items, and there, you'll select your main gift for your partner and learn even more about this mystical world. Now, I don't really think this game can be spoiled, but if you'd still rather not see the ending yet, then skip to the timestamp on screen now. I'll give you a sec. Alright, well, the end of the game is probably the part that brought me the most joy. It involves watching your partner's reaction to the gifts you brought home, and guess what? Literally everything you bring home, your partner absolutely adores. She has something nice to say about every little thing, and finally ends with, "I'm just happy to see you." Ah, my heart just melted. What a perfect low-key and sweet finale to this thoroughly wholesome experience. Dépanneur Nocturne is a narrative exploration game, aka a walking sim. Its vibes are calm, understated, and, well, French. Playtime for this game ranges from 30 minutes to 2 hours depending on how fast you read and how much you explore. And it's designed to be played in one sitting, so make sure you've got at least a movie's worth of time to spare for it. Lastly, it's available on both itch.io and Steam for just about $5 American, and it's an experience well worth the cost of a latte. Maybe best enjoyed with one too. And that'll about wrap it up for today. Let me know in the comments if you'll be checking this game out or recommending it to a friend. If you liked what you saw here, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and follow my socials in the description. I'm hoping to get another recommendation video out soon, and I'll definitely be posting about it everywhere, every time I do. Thank you for joining me on this relaxing stroll through Dépanneur Nocturne, and have a wonderful rest of your day.